Let's look alive. Let's look alive, people. What's going on? It's your boy Ack Reacher with a afternoon episode of the Jab Jamboree. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and my crew, the full Berserker clan. We in this thing. I got Unc with me right now, and I got Fooler. You know, now our topic for the day is basically Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua. The rematch is said to be in the works. In the works. It's rumored, but said to be in the work. So, I want to ask Unc why I still got him is what do you think about that? What did you think about the fight? Because I didn't get to even hear how you even felt about the fight.
Okay,
Okay,
well,
well,
I had some
I had some
feedback.
feedback.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go on mute. Probably me.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, see, me, what I think about the fight is, first of all, Anthony Joshua. It seemed like he didn't want to be there. It seemed like he had something on his mind. I know they said he was concussed and everything, but ain't no fighter going in a fight 100%. Either your hands hurt or something. And number
That's what I
two,
told my sister today. When
yeah,
I was talking to her on the phone, she was like, "Yeah, that guy you was talking about." I was like, "Nobody does." I said, "I'm not gonna lie. I had a bad headache one time at one tournament I was in because we was
uh,
fighting for like 3 days.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
right,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing, I don't know what his coach. He has the same trainer since the Olympics, and he trained with nothing
Nothing
but
but
amateurs.
You talk about Rob McCracken.
Yeah,
yeah.
right,
Right.
right.
Yeah.
And he trained with nothing but
I
Olympians.
was still trying to play
You know,
catch for
and,
Amen.
and, and I
Yo,
don't.
go on mute, fella, go on mute, bro. Thank you.
Oh, okay. And he's sitting there sparring and working out everything with amateurs. See now, Eddie Hearn, his promoter, said that okay, if Anthony Josh was a little more experienced, well, you got 22 fights under your belt. How experienced can you be? I mean, basically, you hold. Get your head together. You know how to kill time. Amateurs know how to do that. To get your head together. You hold and you hold till the referee break you up. Then you hold again. You know, and then you kill some time. But what I seen in that fight was that he never ever threw a jab from the knee. You never ever throw a jab from that low. It takes too far to come up to hit the guy. And your jab supposed to be straight up. You're supposed to have both guards up, but he had the right hand up, but he had his left hand down. And he left himself open on the left side. So, you know, a average, let's say a more aggressive, more experienced fighter would have tagged him, and he would have been knocked out the first round with fighting like that. But what I think about the fight was that you know I don't think he was fully prepared. I think he had something on his mind. What I don't know, but Eddie Hearn said he's going to be a bigger star when he do the rematch. Now they supposed to be exercising a rematch clause, and it's supposed to be in December or November in the UK. Now, one of my subscribers said the UK love a comeback story, but who says that he's going to come back? Who says that he was a star in the first place? I mean, he might have been a star in the UK, but he wasn't a star over here. And I'm not going to blame everything on him. He didn't grow up like many of your dark skinned brothers over here. You
You
know,
know.
he was more of a I ain't gonna be a minute. I'm just gonna just say this. He didn't go through the trials and tribulations that we as black men go through over here. I mean, I ain't talking about drugs and nothing like that. I'm talking about had to hit it hard. Had to lose your job or go on food stamps or sit in the motherfucking dark you know, shit like that. I mean, he didn't have to go through that. And her, he born with a silver spoon. So when you getting, hook winked, But Anthony Joshua, he didn't even know he had a rematch clause. That's what really kicked me. So that's all I got. But we'll see how the rematch go. Because if Al Heyman's smart, he'll hold up that rematch for a while. So we'll see.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Thanks for the thanks for your input, you
yeah.
know do you think that he wins the rematch?
You know what? I think Anthony Joshua will win the rematch because
Okay. So
yeah,
you think that his eyes is open? You think his, like the old timers say, you think he's woke? He's
yep,
woke.
yep. And you know what? I hate to say this, but I can say this, but his trainer shouldn't say this. But maybe that is what he needed. Maybe that what is he needed to. He haven't faced adversity. He hasn't faced how to adjust. You know. Now
Ah,
he
man, I don't know, man. I can't agree with any of that, man. What do you mean
okay.
he hasn't seen adversity?
Who, who,
How,
who,
how,
who,
how do you figure, man? Did you watch the Klitschko fight?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
KQKC?
but see, that wasn't adversity though. He got
He
knocked
was
down.
not. Yeah,
He got knocked
he
down.
was
And he
he was
got up.
knocked to the canvas for the first time in his career
Yeah,
in
but
the
when he
professionals.
got
That
up,
was
he fought the
adversity.
same. When he got up, he fought the same way. He didn't adjust. He get up and did the same thing. That's all. That's all. That's what I'm saying. He
Oh,
just didn't
you
adjust.
can't say he hasn't seen adversity. What would be better is he can't adapt. He's not good at adapting. He's not. He doesn't have a plan C to his plan A and plan B. That's what he
Okay,
don't got. But
okay, okay. You can say it. Okay, you can
as
say
far
it
as
like
seeing
that.
adversity, he's seen. I think he's seen adversity. You know,
Okay, you can
dig?
see that. You can say that. Then he worked with Plan A and he didn't have a Plan B. Maybe you can say that. But I don't know. I just think I think he had something on his mind, man. I really do. I don't know. You know, I want to be
Now
honest
that
with
I
you.
agree with you with.
Yeah, he just didn't look right, man. I don't know. You know, so I could be wrong, but I don't know.
It's funny because, and then I'm gonna come to our fella, and I like, and see, I like this because I like how we could disagree, but then we can end up agreeing on something. We may not agree with every single thing. See how we are the LDBC, but they think we robots and we all agree with every single thing.
Oh no,
You
oh
know,
no, it's all
no, no, no.
good.
I'm saying those
Mhm.
people. Those people that make the things. I just wish that they could see even small
Yep.
channels like mine. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I see you almost at 1,000, man. I'm happy for you.
Oh
You
yeah,
like
yeah,
50
yeah,
away.
yeah, yeah. I'm 48 away now. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's all good. Taking
Subscribe to
my time.
KQKC. That's what it's about, man.
Yeah, make sure.
Let's get to that stack.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna take my time, and it'll come, So, but
Uh,
yeah, so yeah, yeah, yeah. You got a point, if you put it that way, yeah, because he
yeah,
did
cause
get knocked
I
down.
agree. I agree, Unc. I agree
Mhm.
with what our fella is saying. I do
Right,
consider whether he was 40 years old or not, he did have to face adversity
right,
because he did end up getting dropped and he was tired and he
right,
got back up and he came back and fought. And even when he did come back and fight, he wasn't even winning those rounds. It wasn't really till the 11th round to me that he came back and caught Klitschko with the uppercut that really hurt Klitschko. And then when he ultimately stopped him, because I had Klitschko winning, it wasn't by that much, but I had Klitschko winning going into the 11th.
okay.
So I give Anthony Joshua that. He picked up on the gas. He wasn't able to do it here though. See, me, I think that you should be able to do it every single time. You went to the Olympics. you know it's like Deontay Wilder said, a lot of people don't realize it, but I went to the Olympics. A lot of people don't even remember that. So you have to deal with a lot of different things in the Olympics. Sometimes you could be fighting one dude and then that same day that dude get injured, so you get the alternate.
Right, because he was
You
there with
know,
Clarissa Shields, right?
nah,
I thought him and Clarissa Shields.
that was, I think cause she did 2 years. She did the 2000, I know 16, and then she did the one before that, the
Okay,
2012 with Earl, I think.
okay, Earl. Then one, I know one of those two. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah,
Mm.
but yeah, man. I gotta agree, with what he's saying. He did face adversity, but he faced adversity even more so in this one, and he wasn't able to battle back though. He wasn't able to come back from this one. He got caught with a short left hook, and like I always tell people, it's not always sometimes, even though that punch that you don't see gets you too, because that's an example with Deontay Wilder's fight. You know what I mean? That was a
Right.
punch that Dominic Brazil didn't see, and the right, ended up catching him. But in this case, this was one of the punch where he got caught while he was punching, so he got caught at the punch. If you go watch that third round after he dropped Ruiz held for a little bit. You know what I mean? Started throwing combinations, then he caught him with a short left hook on top of the temple.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Good timing. And I
Huh?
was like, when I first seen that, I was like, yo, he is a fast counter puncher.
Right. Yeah, he had fast hands. We knew that while he was going, going into the fight that he had fast hands. You know.
But
So
go ahead, fella, go ahead.
yeah, go ahead.
And then Fula, if you there.
Yeah, he had Ruiz definitely had some fast hands. His ability and his timing, his ability to throw in between the the exchange from AJ was the reason why he's the champion right now. Dig. But to speak on AJ, man, this is it's such a weird situation. Um, with the regards of the whole story about Joey the Wedgeco knocking him out and sparring. Now, somebody need to holler at Joey the Wedgeco to see if he gonna spill the beans. You know what I mean? To see if he actually did KO him 8 days ago. You know what I mean? Or 9 days ago or whatever. Was AJ sparring? Was he AJ stupid enough to spar? You know what I mean? A week before the fight, because I heard, you know what I mean, for the professionals, you usually want to, cap sparring,
Some
especially
some people
in the
do
week
it two
of.
weeks before the fight.
Right,
Some people stop 2 weeks before the fight, so you could be fresh. They just tell you like to run, and you know what I mean, and do that, and then the week of the fight you don't do nothing because it's really you get trained for the mental aspect. You know what I
right,
mean? If you're a good
right. It's time
coach,
to
you
focus in.
stop the physical, and then that week of the fight is about the mental. You telling him like, yo, you the champ. You know what I mean? This is the game plan we gonna execute. Say little things
Indeed.
to motivate your fighter. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And stuff like that.
Let me ask you this. I don't. I'm not too conversed on this, but what about your weight? They have to do something to keep that weight down,
Yeah,
at
that's
least,
why I
right?
said. That's why I said still run. I said
Okay.
still run, don't spar,
Okay.
and then still and just and then worry about the mental aspect, because I would say, because 9 times out of 10 you're gonna still run. You're gonna still run. So you will run even more now than you normally would. You probably would do one morning one at like 5, 6 in the morning. Then you do one late night one, and make sure you bring your flashlight. Skunks is everywhere, even in them big cities. Yeah, I mean, yo, I almost got sprayed. I almost
You
got
talking
sprayed.
like you speaking from experience, huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I ain't see a skunk in a minute, man. They almost got me, man. They almost got me one time I was running.
But yo, AJ, AJ need to get rid of his whole team, man. You know what I mean? Right down to Robert McCracken. I believe AJ needs to take a year off. He needs to take a year hiatus. You know what I mean? And within this year, he needs to, well, within this week, he needs to fire his team. and
Wait,
replace
wait,
him.
wait, wait, wait. Fella, you said two crazy things. You said he needs to take a year off, and then you said he needs to fire his team.
Yes,
You
fire his
like a
team.
dude that run a small business that found out people was stealing. You know what I'm saying? You either gonna tell them straighten up, or you just go fire them right away.
Bro, what they did was egregious. Egregious. AJ must know and must understand that he's just an asset, an animal. You in the dig? With his handlers right now. Because if this is true and he went into that fight with a concussion, you know what I mean, and his handlers, you know what I mean, not only like I can expect we should expect Eddie Hearn. Of course, he wants the fight to go on. You know what I mean? But what about his manager? What about his trainer,
Right,
Robert
right,
McCracken?
right.
If you can't trust your trainer, you know what I mean? Your trainer's in it for the bag and not the fighter. Yo, you need to get rid of the trainers, man. Right? Robert McCracken should be gone anyways. We haven't seen. Furthermore, we haven't seen any improvement from AJ. We've seen AJ plateaued. You know what I mean? If not plateaued, he's regressed. I remember with AJ before the Klitschko fight, he was looking like a phenomenon with the way he used to throw combination punches and whatnot. You know what I mean? Accurate combination punching for a man his size, throwing punches, and he's not the most speediest, but he does have decent hand speed when he throws them punches. You know, dig? We don't see that no more from AJ. He seems to ever since that Klitschko knockdown, he seems very hesitant and very cautious. We seen it in the Joseph Parker fight. He got Povetkin out of there, but he was very cautious against Povetkin. You know what I mean? He was up in the Andy Ruiz fight throwing "don't hit me" jabs, backing up. You know what I mean? You alluded to it earlier, KQKC. He was throwing that jab from the knee. You know, dig?
Right, right, right.
He wasn't throwing it from up top. And I don't know if he's experimenting with that style, but that's on his once again, that's on his fucking trainers. You know what I mean? Robert McCracken should have, you know what I mean, nipped that in the bud. But he
Hold
Bingo.
on,
didn't.
hold on a sec, guys. Shout out to the chat, my fault. Shout out to CB and shout out to La La D, man. She's saying what up to the panel. Our fella, salute to the north side.
Oh shit, oh shit. I got to bend the knee for Queen Lala D.
And Hustle Slim, what's up? He said salute to all. Alright, man, go ahead, man. Keep cooking. Fuller, man, you there, man? Yeah, I gotta get opinion from my brother right there, man. Yo, Fuller, man. Go, don't you ain't gotta be shy, champ. I needed to see if you was loud or low. One person I admit who always sounds clear is Unk and our fella. They always sound clear. They might even my mic get messed up sometimes. They mics ain't never messed up. But go ahead, fool. I'm gonna turn you up. Basically, we was talking about the rematch with Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz. It's in the works. So do you think that like Oddfella and KQKC was alluding to, do you think that there's psychological issues? That's my question to you. I'm asking a slightly different question to you. You think it's psychological issues? Because I personally, to be real, before you go, what I think he got hurt in sparring. I think that shit is true, and I think that he did have a slight concussion, and he probably didn't. He's already chinny. He already doesn't have the best punch resistance. So him already having a concussion on top of that, and him getting hit in the top of the temple, he never recovered. I'm not gonna lie. Try to fight with a concussion. Try to fight with a concussion. That shit is a motherfucker, man. Go ahead, Fuller.
I don't think he's fair fighting that well. I think that picked Eddie Ruiz because he thought he
You sound super low, bro.
Um,
Yeah, I turned you up too.
what I said is, I think I thought he can. I thought he didn't prepare for the fight because of the simple fact that he didn't have a game plan when he did get into some trouble. There was no game plan. There was no. They didn't like his team didn't have anything in order in case he did get into trouble. His team was banking on the fact that Andrew Ruiz just got off a fight and that he wasn't gonna have it wasn't gonna be that difficult to prepare because they thought that AJ had the physicality over Andrew Ruiz, but Andrew Ruiz had a dog in him, and that's just it. The dog just came out and it just did what it did, and so that's why it ended up the way it did because his team wasn't prepared for Andrew Ruiz to do that. That's the thing. Now, if I were AJ though, as far as the rematch is concerned, I would just do a UK bum tune-up first and then do a rematch because
Okay.
because you got to get your confidence back. And like if you go into the rematch, and you're not right, like mentally, it's gonna be worse for you. It's gonna be way worse for you. So that's why I said that he needs to just do a tune-up and get his senses back together, and then go for the rematch. He should have a tune-up with a mid-tier opponent, and then go for the rematch. Because here's the thing: if you do a rematch in November and December, that's too much time. That's too much time to spin and things like that. The instant rematch would have to be sooner if he was to maybe succeed, because the fire would still be under the belly. But waiting until November and December, you're gonna have time to just be sitting down. Even if you're getting in the sparring rounds and stuff like that, it's still not. It may not work in his favor. So if he was gonna do an instant rematch, I would suggest that it would be sooner than what he's saying it is. What they're rumored to be saying. That's what I would suggest for him, because I think what's gonna happen though in the rematch is, I have a feeling that if they do the rematch in the UK, which I'm pretty sure 90%, I'm positive they're gonna do there. What's gonna happen is, if Anthony Joshua gets Ruiz in the slightest bit of trouble, the tiniest bit of trouble, maybe he's backing him up or something like that. Maybe that happens in the fight. What I know what's going to happen is they're going to give Anthony Joshua the stoppage, because they did it a lot of times with Carlos Takam and things like that. I think the UK stoppage will be in the works, if that fight were to happen, and so that's why, I think honestly that if you want to really show what you got, if you really want to show that you're the man, then you would still have to conquer your Achilles heel, fight here in the U.S., win here in the U.S., and then that will put you up.
I think he should, even though I agree with you, because I think that he should just stay here so he could be used to the climate and stuff. He shouldn't just travel back and forth and stuff like that. So I agree with you in a way with that, just so he could stay used to here. But you don't think that he could train hard and just come back and really give, even if he don't beat Andy Ruiz, at least there would be no excuses?
Well, here's the thing about him. the thing is about him is that he's in a peculiar position right now. He more people like honestly, AJ fans in the UK know AJ more for his what's that word, notoriety than they do his boxing skills. Okay, many people bank off of that more than boxing and him even being a good boxer. So honestly, they don't really care if he wins or loses. To be honest with you, AJ, these hardcore AJ fans, they really don't care if he like takes an L or not. You know, I don't even think these AJ fans really care if he improves or not. A lot of these AJ fans, I'm not saying all of them, but a good amount of them, a lot of these AJ fans are more content seeing AJ in like paparazzi or something like that, or seeing AJ like on the beach shirtless, you know, no homo, but then they are him actually progressing and things like that. They were content with him fighting lower opposition and holding on to the belts, you know. So I don't know if that.
Okay.
I don't think the fans are gonna get on him. That's the thing. I don't think the fans are gonna say to him.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
yeah.
So I wanna.
Disagree.
Okay. Okay. I see what you said. I see what you said. I was gonna ask you one more, but go ahead, man.
No, no, go ahead. Go ahead. I go ahead and answer.
Okay. 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 All right. One more. And then you could give me your last after you do that. Uh, just what I was gonna say as far as the other side of the coin. Andy Ruiz. Now, if Andy Ruiz comes back in the rematch and wins, do you think that he should pursue Deontay Wilder? And do you think that he'll have the confidence and believe that he'll be able to beat Deontay Wilder? Plus, he's in the hands of PBC. So, what do you think about that?
Well, yeah, he, he would want to take on Deontay Wilder, but I think he kind of tailor made for Deontay Wilder. You really look at it, high guard coming in there, and Deontay Wilder. He just left his development good now, and so yeah, he won, and I'm not saying that he's not a good fighter, but I just don't think he can do what he did to Joshua on Wilder. I just don't see that. But I don't think he should rush it. Enjoy it and try to get some other fights. Before he challenged a unification fight. That's what I think he should do, because he's not up to. Well, we didn't think he was up to Joshua either, but Deontay Wilder is a different type of fighter than Anthony Joshua. He's a hard puncher. He's unorthodox. You don't know where the punch is going to come from. So, I mean, he can move him. So, but like I say, size and all the muscles and everything, that doesn't mean anything, because see, it's not no beauty contest, and you're using your fist, and and I think Joshua, he was fatigued early too. He was doing a lot of lateral movement. I never seen that before, but Deontay Wilder's going to do what he's going to do, and he hits hard. He will punch through that guard that he carries, the high guard. He can. He can break through that. Now it's just a matter of breaking him down. That's all. Round for round. Now, will he knock him out? I don't know. But he's not a big guy. He's a small guy. He have a short reach, so he got to get inside. Some way, somehow. And look how tall Joshua was over him, and he got inside. So, he has some talent there, because he won 32-1 for nothing. So
Okay.
yeah. So that's how I
Um.
feel.
All
Yeah.
right. So give us your last, man, because I know you got to get up out of here. I ain't gonna
Oh yeah,
hold you.
yeah. But hey, I appreciate you, man, having me on and everything. And I want to return the favor tomorrow. If you get a chance, I give you a call in the AM. And I appreciate you, Fooler, and fella, good brothers. Anything I could do, help, or anytime y'all want me on your panel, let me know, and I'm willing to do it. I just had something to do today. That's all. But I appreciate the little time I spent. All right.
All right, and we appreciate you jumping on, man. All
Hey,
right,
no problem.
man. I catch you tomorrow.
All right, y'all brothers, take it easy, man. Shout out to the LDBC. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Indeed.
Yes, sir.
KQKC.
All
Salute, my brother.
all right. Salute.
Uh, I want you to answer the same question, our fella. Let me just shout out Eric Jenkins. He said Ack and panel was good. Um, and shout out to Dante Wilkins. He says salute. All right, go ahead, our fella. Like I said, on the other side of the coin with Andy Ruiz, if he wins the second match, do you think a potential matchup with Deontay Wilder is realistic?
Yeah, I think it's realistic, but let me preface it by saying, well, for one, AJ shouldn't take the rematch yet. But if it does go down,
Wow.
yeah, yeah, that's for real, bro. You know what I mean? That's what I saw in that ring.
Wait, so Andy Ruiz is a threat like Mr. Marcus? For real? Like
Yeah, yeah, bro. Yeah, it's a combination of the two. It's a combination of the two. AJ showed major vulnerabilities to the fact that he needs to take a break because of that. You know what I mean? Something the concussion. I suspect the level of concussion I suspect that he got. He needs to take a year break, bro. You know what I mean?
Damn.
He just can't come back. You know what I mean? Take a 2-week vacation and then start going into the training camp. You know what I mean? A month later and shit. Nah, man. This is the way he took that counter left hook. Maybe he didn't see it, but he just didn't look good. The way he reacted to those punches, bro. You know what I mean? That smelled
Damn.
concussion all over it, bro. And even before, as he was walking in, he was getting all kind of massages to his neck and his head. Yo, what part of the game is that? You know what I mean? We never see AJ getting that type of treatment on the way to the ring, bro. In the ring. So, nah, man, I don't think you should take the rematch. You need to take a year hiatus, fire his management and his trainers and shit like that. Hire some credible American. You need to hire Jonathan Banks, my nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Jonathan Banks is a good, or Manny Robles.
Manny Robles or Ronnie Shields. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let him sit up there with his Nigerian brother F.A. Ajagba and shit. But that might be don't spar with him. But he don't spar with F.A. You know what I mean? But he can get it in with Ronnie Shields is doing a good job. You know what I mean? But my first pick would be Jonathan Banks, man. Go out to the Kronk gym, get you some like good fried food in Detroit. You know what I mean? Some soul food and some fried everything. You know what I mean? Fried mushrooms, fried zucchini, my nigga. You know what I mean? And a Coney Island dog, and you good to go. You know what I mean? But that's what he need to do, man. Acclimate to the States for a year, bro. New trainers, American everything, man. You know what I mean? And come out with a new swag, bro. You know what I mean? Take a break, you know what I mean, from getting hit in your head, bro, because he needs to recover from that concussion, bro, because the way he reacted to that left hook from Ruiz, dog. Nah,
Yeah,
man.
that's when that sealed his fate, man. That sealed that.
I've caught a 2-piece, you know what I mean? And I saw stars, bro, but I never was wobbled. Never
Yeah,
was wobbled
me
like
either,
that,
yo. I
dog.
never went down. You know what I
Never
mean?
was.
Hopefully, I can say that once I turn pro too. But I ain't never been down. Don't get me wrong. I've been rocked before. Anybody could be rocked because
Yes.
you could get caught with a punch. But there's a difference between getting wobbled. Like for example, like what happened in the second round of ironic in my boy Oddfellas, Canada, in his country, in Canada, when what's her name, Roberto Duran rocked
Sugar
Sugar
Ray.
Ray Leonard in the second round. Where was that, in Montreal?
Montreal, baby.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie.
UTL.
That's getting wobbled.
So I mean, I me just trying to feel that. I'm like, nah, man, you got to take a break because yo, bro, I never got wobbled like that. You know what I mean? I've seen stars. I've been what you would say got rocked, but
Yo, niggas thought Andy
having my
Ruiz
legs
was
give out to the nah, bro.
Andy
Take a
Ruiz was
break.
done. Andy Ruiz was done.
Now Ruiz, he's
Everybody
effectively to
thought
me.
Andy Ruiz was done, bro. I'm
Look
telling you.
here, Andy Ruiz to me,
I'm telling you.
he's unofficially an undefeated fighter in my books. You know what I mean? Because I scored the fight for him when he challenged for the WBO the first time against
Oh, the
Joe
vacant
Parker.
one. Him and Joseph Parker fought for the vacant belt.
Indeed, and I gave him the nod. You know what I mean? So you look at his record, but he's 33-1. He could be 34-0 right now, dog.
And
You know
I
what I
know,
mean?
what do you think? And I wonder, I got to see what Joseph Parker said. But it's funny because Sean Porter was saying the same thing. He was like, yeah, they think AJ has the look of a champion. That's what was my whole theme of the fight. What is a champion supposed to look like? There is no way. I think that there's a mentality of a champion, but there's no certain way that that a champ is supposed to look like and stuff like that. These dudes is just was reaching over the board for this dude
Well, you know what
AJ.
it is. It's the prototypical, the Hollywood type of what they've envisioned of what a heavyweight champion is supposed to look like. Firstly, one of the greatest heavyweight champions, prototypical heavyweight champions that was ever created in Hollywood, of course, was Apollo Creed. You know what I mean? Apollo Creed was across for Muhammad Ali, Larry Holmes. You dig with that stick jab, the way he was able to, you know what I mean, utilize his footwork around the ring. But then look at Apollo Creed's body. You know what I mean? He had the body of an Adonis, bro. Larry Holmes wasn't built like that. You know what I mean? Larry Holmes had a regular ass body. He's straight up and down, man. Me, if I had his body, I'd be mad, dog. I'm like, yo, I gotta go to the gym twice a day now. You dig? But that's the problem. You know what I mean? Well, the Hollywood projections of what a heavyweight's supposed to look like. When they brought out the Eastern European heavyweight, Ivan Drago, you know what I mean? A huge behemoth, you know what I mean? 6'8", you know what I mean? Characterized being on roids and shit, you know what I mean? That's where we get our depictions from, bro. You know what I mean? They didn't put out a character that looked like Andy Ruiz, bro. You know what I mean? They didn't. The only place we see Andy Ruiz was maybe in Punch Out. You know what I mean? Who was it? The guy that you jabbed to the stomach, and that's how you beat him. Who was his name? I forget.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
Who the fat guy you beat and Punch Out where you have to jab to his belly?
I thought it was Glass.
Yeah, Glass Joe. You know what I mean? That's Andy Ruiz's only representation in you know what I mean, in entertainment. So I mean, that's where we get those depictions, man.
I bet you money.
The Hulks, the great bodies and whatnot. That's all Hollywood shit. You know what I mean?
I bet you money. I bet you money now. Adam Kornacki think he could beat Wilder because Andy Ruiz beat Joshua.
That's a whole different ball game.
Even though that sure is.
It's a whole different ball game because Anthony Joshua people already knew he was chinny. You know what I mean? And if the public knew he was, like the hardcore boxing fan knew he was chinny, what you think the boxers must know he was chinny because they actually in the gyms and the training camps, going to different training camps, talking with this fighter and that fighter and whatnot, this trainer and that trainer. They probably heard the stories firsthand of his legendary chin. You know what I mean? So
remember, that was Joseph Parker's theme. But Fuller, what you think, man? If you there.
Good point.
Think about what did you say?
I said, basically we were saying like on the other side of the coin,
Yeah,
Andy Ruiz, he holds the titles and stuff now. Now, if he
yeah.
beats Anthony Joshua a second time, do you think he could have a potential matchup with Deontay Wilder?
To be honest, I don't see Andy and Keith Curry to fight Deontay Wilder. He hasn't even mentioned the name Deontay Wilder. You know, um, that's the thing. I don't expect him to mention the name Deontay Wilder. You know, I honestly think Deontay Wilder, nobody really say, I want to fight Deontay Wilder. Nobody's going to come out and say, uh, oh, no, it looks like Tyson Fury and, you know, but other than that, I don't think anybody's really like be in a hurry to dance, and Andrew Ruiz included. The thing is, this is the thing about Andrew.
Speak up just a little bit louder, Fuller.
Okay, if it was another fighter who had a different nationality, he would probably fight Deontay Wilder. That may be the next fight, you know. But the thing is, he has a whole country behind him. That's the whole issue. He has now a Mexican fan base, which he has to cater to, which generates a lot of money, which basically makes him a household name, more popular. Basically, in the word of words, the longer he holds on to those titles, the longer his name is mentioned with the likes of a Canelo, with the likes of a Mikey Garcia. Deontay Wilder will come in there and smoke Andrew. I'm sorry. It's just not going to work. Even with the hand speed and stuff like that. And that's what Deontay Wilder likes. That's what Deontay Wilder likes. Someone who throws a lot of punches, because guess what? That's when you're most vocal. And it only takes that one blink of an eye for him to get you. It's like a cobra at attention. Like you don't take your eyes off of a cobra. And that's what that right hand is like. It's like a cobra. So I don't see Andrew Ruiz mentioning Deontay Wilder anytime soon. To be honest with you, I think in fact he's gonna ride that train until the wheels fall off. To be honest with you, so nah, there ain't gonna be no Deontay Wilder unless he wants to be undisputed. That's the only thing. If he has the desire to be undisputed, then okay, I can see it. But he hasn't mentioned no desire to be undisputed. So I really don't. I think Deontay Wilder may have to face it, to be honest. I think he may have to. I think honestly that's going to be the case. Because the thing is about Anthony Ruiz, don't get me wrong, he's a good boxer. He can box. He has good upper body movement. But he's not as whatchamacallit. He's not as
Fuller, just try to speak up a little more, bro.
Andrew Ruiz is a good boxer. But the thing is he's not as good a boxer as the Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is a little bit more fleet-footed than Andrew Ruiz. So, yes, Andrew Ruiz does have a little bit of good upper body movement, but that's not going to really do anything against Deontay Wilder. In order to have a shooter's chance at beating Deontay Wilder, you have to be a little bit fleet of foot. So, I really don't see Andrew Ruiz marking up that anytime soon. What I see happening with Andrew Ruiz is he's going to fight, I don't know. After that, if he doesn't do the Anthony Joshua rematch immediately, he's probably going to fight like a Dillian White. And he may even fight a Cabral Pulev. And also, although he holds Dinky Dong belt, Emmanuel Tar may get a turn as well.
Yeah, I can see that. I could see
Yeah,
him fighting a dude
yeah,
like Emmanuel Char.
yeah.
See, my whole thing is this. I think that fight would be easy to make though, with Andy Ruiz and Deontay Wilder, being that they both on the same side with the PBC. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I would be all for it though. Personally, I'll be so happy. I think Andy Ruiz would do it, but it's like Fuller said, he still does kind of gotta desire it. I don't know if he would. I don't know how he really feels about you know taking on tall tasks like a Deontay Wilder. Because let's face it, Deontay Wilder, it's like I told you when I talk about Death Magic, I think of Deontay Wilder being one of the boxers that really like possess that. Um, One thing that I do want though for Anthony Joshua. I personally I don't want him to go anywhere and try to fight somebody before, but he might need that if we really want to see him back fully. Maybe our fella and Fula and everybody else is right. Maybe he does need to have like a fight to where it's a tune up to where he could build his confidence back. So I do agree with that assessment. I guess he might need that, and at the same time, I don't mind if he does that because we still got to knock out Luis Ortiz. Sorry to my Cuban brother, still love you to death, but and then we got to take out Tyson Fury. So by the time he get through with all of that, and then get back to Andy Ruiz, you know what I mean? We could be ready for Joshua if he could win, or Andy Ruiz, whoever wins out of those two. What do you think about that, Afel? What I just said.
Yeah, I mean, uh, I think with regards to Ruiz, once again, he shouldn't rush into to undisputed. I think there's some time for marination, so to speak. Um, I believe, like, I'm hearing speculation that Andy Ruiz's next opponent is going to be like Eric Molina, which I totally disagree with because what has Eric Molina done lately? You know, dig? Yes, he's of Mexican heritage, but Eric Molina literally is a nobody. He's he's not
I
even a
would
gate.
rather I would rather see Oscar Rivas.
He's not even a gatekeeper. No, you know what? I would rather see. I would rather see Cristobal Areola, who's a Mexican, a longtime Mexican heavyweight fight contender. You know what I mean? And at least he got rid of a undefeated, unheralded prospect in Jean Paul Augustine on the Spence undercard. At least he's been active. At least he's done something. You know what I mean? He's been in the public eye. He's been under the PBC cameras. You know what I mean? Recently, that makes more sense to me. You know what I mean? To build up into a Deontay Wilder fight. Ruiz still needs to get, you know what I mean? He still needs to build up his fan base and build up the notoriety because the only reason why people know him now is because he, of course, stopped AJ. You know what I mean? But he needs to continue to build on that. You know what I mean? In order to do that, I think an opponent like Areola would definitely serve him well in an all Mexican battle. Could you ever see how dare they even think or fathom Eric Molina getting a shot at 3 belts? That
You
that you
get
know,
you get rewarded when you're a loser in boxing. We know this. You know when you're an Uber and a Lyft driver, you know you're gonna get a call. That's why they tell you to stay in the gym.
shit. Then let me sign up to Uber then.
Start out to Dark Truth. He said, "What's up, Act Fuller and I fella?" You know what I'm saying? Like, you know they gonna reward you, and that's probably a tune-up fight for him. He's probably gonna take a fight like that if AJ got to take his warm up fight. To be honest with you, I think that's what that's gonna be. But I kind of wanna switch gears from this. Fella, let me ask you. How do you feel about, because there's news that had dropped recently that Tony Harrison is injured. He will no longer be fighting Jamel Charlo anymore. So how do you feel about that fight not taking place?
I'm highly disappointed. I was really looking forward to this fight going down. You know what I mean? I was looking forward to Jamal Harris, Tony Harrison shit. Tony Harrison taking the victory once again, you know what I mean? Making the man understand that this wasn't a fluke, you know what I mean? I think he has Jamal Charlo's number, you know, dig? So this is disappointing. When I first heard the news, I was skeptical, you know what I mean? It's like, really? You got an ankle injury for real? You know what I mean? Yeah, I ride with the 313, you know what I mean? I got most of my fam in the 313. But yeah, I've had fam out there that hustled me, you know what I mean? Hustled me one time or two, you know, dig? So when I heard of the news yesterday, I'm thinking, something doesn't fit right with me, man, you know what I mean? Tony Harrison hustling the boxing public right now. But news came out that it actually is a legitimate injury, and he is going in, I believe, tomorrow, which is Wednesday, for surgery on that ankle, you know, dig? So otherwise, yeah, I'm disappointed in this. Disappointed that this fight's not going down. Like I said, I think Tony Harrison has Charlo's number. I thought he was gonna win this fight once again. The replacement opponent, I believe, is Jorge Cota. Last time I seen Jorge Cota, he was getting the crouching tiger combination punch from Erickson Lubin en route to spectacular stoppage in the dig. So Jorge Cota shouldn't present any type of resistance for Jamal Charlo at this stage in the dig. I'm disappointed in the replacement opponent, but I can't be too critical. You know what I mean? The show must go on, and I guess, you know what I mean, he was the only body available that wanted to step in the ring with Charlo at such a short moment.
I think it's personally worse for Tony Harrison. You're gonna let this dude get in the ring. The next time you gonna go in the ring, you probably gonna have to fight Mel. You know what I mean? He's gonna be extra sharp because he had a match already.
Yeah, match or not, but I personally think that Tony Harrison has Jamal Charlo's number. One of those things like Vernon Forrest against Shane Mosley. We all going into the fight, we thought Shane Mosley was the better fighter, was the more talented fighter, therefore he was going to win. And he ended up losing both times. This might be one of those situations where the other guy just has a key. You know what I mean? No matter how many times you change the locks, you know what I mean? This motherfucker always finds a way to get in, in the dig. So that's where I'm coming from in this sense. You know what I mean? Whether how sharp Jamal Charlo is, Harrison just got the style to give him problems. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it's gonna affect Harrison's movement, how serious of the injury it is, because they're saying he'll be back in 10 weeks, which is roughly 3 months. So that doesn't sound too debilitating. You know what I mean? Uh, I've heard other people say ankle injuries take about a full year. You know what I mean? Before you can get your full, you know what I mean, back to your full range and shit, back to your full feeling and sureness, surety that you can step on it. You know what I mean? Without feeling you're doing damage. So um, they're estimating a 3 month recovery. So it doesn't sound too deep. So I think Tony Harrison will still have that hunger and that confidence to come back in and do the same thing. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing changed. It's actually going to motivate him probably even more because of the setback.
You think so? You really think so? I don't. You know, like I said, you probably it's two aspects of it. It's yours and mine. You know, I feel like this is gonna help. I really feel like this is gonna help Mel. But I guess we'll see eventually when, and hopefully he does recover fully. You know, from whatever ankle injury he suffered. You know, Fuller, how do you feel about if you there? How do you feel about the Tony Harrison and Jamel Charlo fight not taking place?
I'm a bit disappointed in it. You know, injuries happen though. That's the thing. Like, I understand that people get injured and it's part of life and stuff like that. But it's just kind of sucky because of the simple fact that during the press off and during the presser, just like Tony Harrison had all this energy and stuff like that and had a lot to say, basically. And now it puts it into it puts it into like in a way that Jamel Charlo is now kind of, I guess you can say, lightweight in the driver's seat because now he's like talking, like he's talking even more now. He's like way more vocal now about this whole injury situation. Um, Now, I mean, in a way, it works for Jamel Charlo because I guess you can say it's a stay busy fight, and maybe this fight will help him get ready to fight Tony Harrison again. I don't know. I really don't know, but maybe this fight can also like boost his confidence and his morale more in going into the rematch with Tony Harrison. And I look at it as that advantage, but it's just still a disadvantage because now it's like, now it's basically a delay, which means like that fight, we'll probably won't see that fight since he's fighting in this month. Since he's fighting in this month, we probably won't see that fight until like October or November. That's what my estimate is, basically. And so, with that being said, it's just like it's like prolonging it. But what could happen, and this would be probably the most obvious thing to happen, and it would be a very good thing that can lead up to other things, is if they put the J-Rock Jared Hurd rematch in this and with Jamel Charlo and Tony Harrison on the same card, you kind of have like a tournament type setting because now you got people that they're both fighting for all the Infinity Stones, and then after like they clash, you get two that will it becomes like basically the last man standing type of thing. So I think that could work to an advantage, and they should shoot for that. That's what I think.
Agreed. Agreed. Um, One thing that I'm worried about, um, I noticed that, like you said, Fuller, he forgetting his name, Tony Harrison. Sorry, Tony Harrison, was talking a lot, so I definitely wanted to see this match coming up quick as possible. I'm kind of really upset by the whole ordeal, that he won't be fighting anymore. I think that is kind of ridiculous, especially because he was, what I mean, he it was a lot of gas, it was a lot that he was, so like I said, I just me personally, I really wanted to see. I'm disappointed, just like everybody else on the panel. I'm really upset, man. Hopefully he really does have a fast, speedy recovery because I need that match to get figured out. You know what I mean? I think that he hold me personally, our fella. I think he holding on the belt a little bit longer because he know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He held on to it a little bit longer, keeping it bend.
Jeez, don't tell me one of them ones. You sound like you're going down the path of stay ready to strip a nigga.
Nah, man. I'm just all I'm saying is, man, is he just been holding on to that belt.
Salute to Stay Ready Boxing TV. Subscribe, the nigga out there grinding. You know what I mean? Getting those local Houston boxers, Texas boxers and whatnot, getting those interviews popping and whatnot. You know what I mean? So y'all go check that out. Stay Ready Boxing TV when y'all get a chance.
Um, Shout out to Omega Red. He said salute Ack. Shout out to Mike Higgins. He said salute Ack and panel and chat. Rob Stewart, my guy, what's up, Ack and boxing family. And Macadon One, salute panel. And he put fire. Macadon One, my man.
Macadon One.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because every time when Rob Stewart fall in, Macadon One come in. Like these niggas is like a tag team duo or something. You know what I'm saying? I swear that shit y'all always follow. Not exactly the same time, but he trying to hold on the belt act. Yeah, Rob Stewart, I think that he's trying to hold on to the belt. That's exactly right. That's exactly
False,
right.
False,
I think
man.
I think fella. He trying
That's
to hold on to it a little bit longer. He trying to hold on to Betsy a little bit longer.
Who told you that, man? Who told you that, man? You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit longer. You know what I mean? His ankle wasn't even hurt. He just bruised the bone in the ankle. And now I'm joking.
Yeah, you gotta be right for Charlo. You gotta be right for Charlo, man. You know he's using his legs a lot for this fight.
Yeah, I know. That's how he probably messed up his ankle when sparring. Bugging out.
Shit. Here you go.
I'm just saying, man. It's
Just
a scenario. It's just a scenario. I'm not playing favoritism or nothing. I'm just saying it was an idea. Mac is in the building.
Hold on, what happened?
There you go.
What I missed?
Well, me and our fella, I was basically talking about Tony Harrison's ankle injury. We was talking about how do you feel about the fight not happening with Tony Harrison and Jamel Charlo. So would you like to go?
I don't know how to feel, honestly. I don't know how to believe because I try not to overjudge these fighters. You know how I am. But at the same time, it is awful coincidence that you come out, you know what I'm saying, at the news conference, press conference, and say, I could have pulled out this fight. You know how easy to pull out this fight? I sprained my ankle. You know, I got injured. I gotta go have surgery. It's easy for me to pull out this fight, but I'm having this fight. Then all of a sudden, 3 weeks before the fight, you know, that's suspect. But I ain't gonna jump to conclusions. But you said the fight gonna happen in 2019. Well, let's see the fight happen. If you come back and you make that shit happen, then shit, salute to you. But I ain't gonna jump to conclusions. But it is kind of weird.
So all I'm
That's all
saying.
I'm just gonna say that's just weird. You know.
Yo, I can't even front. You know what I mean? I said it earlier on in the show, man. You know what I mean? I've been hustled by my cousin, by my cousins down there at least 1 or 2 times. You know what I mean? So when this news dropped yesterday, my gut instinct was like, something's going on here. You know what I mean? So I can understand how you feel.
Yeah, because it's like you don't know what to believe right now. Like it's hard to just, eh, which one? Which one is it? Is he snaking? You know how them Detroit players is. Shout out to my Detroit homies. But man, y'all do run game.
Indeed,
Y'all in Chicago?
indeed.
I'm saying.
But like I said, um, there is reports that his surgery is scheduled for tomorrow.
Yeah, but bro, it's ankle surgery. I just don't see nobody coming back from ankle surgery that fast. I'm gonna tell you like this. I tore a ligament in my ankle and was out of commission for 3 months. That's not surgery. That was just me tearing, and it was a small tear. I was on crutches for 3 months.
Yeah, and they say he tore multiple ligaments too.
That's why that's why I'm trying to, I was thinking that too. That's why I was thinking I put that whole Anthony Durrell and they David Benavidez uh scenario up there because that's what might end up happening. Yo, y'all hold it down real quick. Somebody at my door.
Uh, but yeah, man. I don't know what to think. Is that all y'all talked about today?
No, we touched on the whole aftermath between AJ and AJ Ruiz. Where should Ruiz go next? Should AJ take the rematch
That's
right
already
away? Because
that's
they
already a done deal.
you said that, yeah, you sent that up in the hangouts, and I see it on the IG about Eddie Hearn putting the ball in motion to securing the rematch. They said they just don't have a venue yet. So
Yep.
what do you think about that? Should AJ come back? Like, because in my opinion, I think he should take a year off. I think he should fire his trainer and his management, and possibly if he can get out of this contract with Matchroom, we should do that. But first and foremost, fire his trainers and shit, and take a year off. What do you think about what AJ should do next? Should he take the
I'm
rematch?
I'm not gonna say take a year off, but I will say I'm not gonna say take a year off. But what I will say is he got a he got a he got to get rid of that trainer, man. I understand you think that trainer is where you got him, but what that trainer do for you when you small upper level competition?
Exactly.
You either got to if you don't get rid of that trainer, you got to bring in somebody. You got to bring in a secondary trainer. To be honest with you, what's you ain't even got to go with somebody from America, man. If you don't want to go that route, go with Lomachenko's father and see what he can do with you.
Mm,
Go
interesting.
usage trainer.
Interesting pick. I can't hate on that. I like that.
I'm just being honest with you. Get you somebody that's gonna teach you how to box. Well, I ain't gonna say teach you how to box. You know how to box, but teach you some intangibles that you can use. You stiff. You gotta get that stiffness out of you, man.
Let me read the chat real quick, fellas. Thanks for holding the set. Um, Macadon One said, "I noticed that." I don't remember what we had said. I don't think so. It's sport. It's sports. Guys get hurt. Oh, it's sports. Guys get hurt. Now, I mean, I agree. I agree. You know what I mean? I'm just saying though. I'm just saying. I wouldn't be surprised Tony Harrison busted his leg on purpose. Like told his man's like, yo, run over that, man. We need to hold this belt for 3 more weeks, man. Charlo coming for
Ah, stop it, man.
Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I mean, you know, get better though, bro. On a serious note, like, please get better. You know, Charlo gonna be even sharper now. Um, what's the Macadon once said he's better, but ready. Charlo ready. Um, Rob Stewart said he's trying. I think you said he's trying to pull a fast one to get a tune up, easy, light touch before the Charlo fight. Nah, he can't do that if he injured. I ain't gonna lie, but you know what? If he come back, he might be able to do that. They might grant him that. Then he might have to go right into the Charlo fight. Actually, yeah. So you might be right. I don't know. That's a possibility. Eric Jenkins says facts. Torn 6 ligaments in my ankle. I was on the couch for 6 months. Come on, bro. Don't even talk like that. Hell no. They about to vacate that belt. Yeah, they about to vacate it, and Charlo probably gonna fight for the vacant title.
I doubt it. They ain't gonna, it's 6 months. They ain't gonna vacate it, but if it's too long, they will. But he'll
Drew
get a
Titan
verdict.
say, "Yo,
What's up, Drew?
uh, go ahead, keep going, man."
No, that's all I was saying. I just said I doubt
Oh,
if they vacate.
I, hold on, gmail.com. Damn, that shit is not working. Yeah, I don't think that. Look, I think that if it takes long enough, bro, I think they'll vacate it. Cause how long was Jose? Well, when you get caught with, you know, I can't really say that. David Benavidez situation was different, so I can't fully say that he got caught with something in the system. Mike Higgins said, "Yeah, take off, fire his trainer, fire Eddie Hearn, and go see the Godfather Al Heyman." Drew Titan said, "Send me a link real quick." Great point, Mac. Ramsey Sultan the third. What's up, Ramsey? He said, "Peace, salute to the LDBC." Hustle Slim said, "Look how long Keith Thurman kept the belt." Yeah, but that was a WBA. You could do, you know, them niggas. You get a
You can quit fighting, still be a champion.
for real word,
Look at Manuel.
word, man.
Look at Manuel.
Tank was off for like a year.
To be honest with you, I don't even think you got to fight your mandatory.
That's why I'm surprised Tank had a mandatory.
Hell, Manuel Choi ain't fought Fred Kendo yet.
He's supposed to fight him soon.
Who?
Is he supposed to, like? Why didn't they ever reschedule that belt?
Man, he should have fight Trevor Brown.
Cause I remember when he was supposed to do that, then he got popped for the steroids.
Yeah, the WBA is all the way fucked up, man. I don't get why that fight hasn't happened. Trevor Kendo against Manuel Char. Okendo's just lingering around. This man don't have to fight nobody. I don't think he's fought in 3 years.
Sure
And
don't.
he's still mandated a fight. It's absolutely ridiculous. Let's get the WBA all the way the fuck out of here, man. It's ridiculous.
Yo,
What up? What up, Drew? What up,
what's
Drew?
good? What's good? What up? What up? What's good, family? What's the conversation? I heard something about Harrison. What's good?
We was talking about how we feel about the fight not going on with Harrison and Charlo no more, and him being injured and stuff like that.
Yo, what's good, y'all?
Yeah, you didn't hear what I said? What the
Yeah,
question?
I heard. Yeah. I think that cat broke his foot up on purpose, man.
So you saying what I said? You saying what I said to hold the belt?
Oh, niggas is hating on Tony. Oh man.
Nah. I think seriously, man. I actually know a lot about torn ligaments and things like that. You know, that's nothing to play with, and you don't want to be, trying to avoid punches with your foot all messed up. That's real talk. You don't want no parts of that. So if he hurt, like we found out allegedly this Saturday, if he hurt, get well. But if he's gonna sit on that belt for more than a couple of months, he got to come up off that.
So we got this for the whole month? No, a week. Oh,
hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all.
All right.
So
yeah,
what do you
man.
think? What do you think, Ak? What's like the max time Harrison should get before he gets stripped?
I think the max time should be roughly around 6 months. I think 6 months. I think after 6 months to half a year. I think 6 months. You should get the ball rolling. Do your therapy during that time. Make sure that you straight. And I think 6 months. And I say the longest. To extend it a little bit, I say 8 months. The longest 8. But I'll give him that. Hold on, let me just get. Mike Higgins said, "Yeah, the WBA, you can retire and come back and still have your belt." My IP Star 05, that's my cousin E. What's good? He said, "Act, what's good, bro? What's good, bro?" Make sure you smash that like button, E, and tell people to sub to the channel, champ. Shout out to Mark Wonderlich. He says, "Salute, brothers." Hustler Slim says, "Salute Mark Wonderlich." Ramsey Sultan III, he's saluting everybody. Almighty Law, what's good, bro? Where you been at? Said, "What's good, fam?" Ramsey Sultan III, famo. Mike Higgins. Alright. Yeah,
Yo.
man. You guys. So, did you have more to say, Drew?
Yeah. Forgive me, I'm at work, man. It's like every time the weather get good, I swear I love my Puerto Ricans, man. As soon as the weather breaks, man, they be trying to go to Orchard Beach, man. They everywhere over here.
Oh, word? Oh.
God damn, it ain't even that hot. They trying to go to the beach. What the fuck they doing, man? Love them though. But anyway. Yeah, I hope Harrison ain't on the shelf for more than maybe 2.5 months, man. Because as you can see, if he's really hurt, yeah, I'll take him at his word until he starts pulling the Keith Thurman shit. But he's really hurt. Stay out the ring, man. Because allegedly, you know what I'm gonna say. Allegedly AJ was fucked up. If he was fucked up, he should have stayed home. So when these fighters are really fucked up, stay out the ring, man. Stay out the ring.
But what was you doing sparring a week before your match, bro?
I had this conversation. Look, man, here's the deal, man. I wrestled, I played football, any contact sport. Like, for instance, in football, right? You don't hit pads or anything like a day before game day or on game day, because you could fuck yourself up. You just don't do that, man. That shit is stupid. So I don't know what he was doing. Actually, well, first and foremost, I don't think he got buzzed in camp. But then again, I'm kind of torn because for the last 2.5 years or so, we've been hearing that he's like gotten fucked up in sparring before. So what I'm saying is, it's not far fetched. It might have happened. It might have happened, but I don't. I just don't know. Uh, but you sparring that close to the fight, and he got put out by some motherfucker. What's that guy's name? I think I looked up his record before I left the crib. I think he had like 7 losses or something crazy like that. It was something crazy. And anyway, the guy that he allegedly got knocked the fuck out by is not a
Joy the
world
Wedge
leader.
Code.
Yeah, don't he got like, you can pull up his record real quick?
Yeah, nah, he don't. He might have like 5 losses or something like that. Not the
5
most
losses.
spectacular record, but he's better than what his record suggests. You know, dig? And actually,
Right.
Jarrell Big Baby Miller has a draw on his record, and he's the draw.
Okay, all right. So I can see why they bagged him up, because he was really training for Miller. But the guy's not a world beater. And if it's true that he knocked AJ on his ass, it's not beyond the scope of reason that look, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. We all know that AJ had an L coming. This was coming. We all was hoping it was Wilder to do it, but he had this shit coming, man. He had this shit coming, and I don't want to believe that it was due to that late sparring. I in my mind, I'm kind of torn, but you know what? If I have to go in a particular direction, I'm gonna say that AJ ain't shit. That's what I'm gonna say. AJ ain't shit, and Ruiz is the better fighter, and the marketing scheme is over. And if AJ's dad knew that his son got buzzed like that, he should have pumped the brakes on the whole event.
Well, why wouldn't you get checked? Why would if he went to the
see,
doctor?
That's another thing. New York State Athletic Commission is very serious about that shit because of, I think, that Russian dude that fought Perez a few years ago. He went in the hospital and fell into a coma.
Facts.
That's why, it's because of that fight. Why people are beefing about that round 7, saying that the ref cheated for Wilder. It wasn't the ref. It was the rules of the New York State Athletic Commission.
They got during that, they strict, bro. And I said that before the fight started. I said, make sure you eat your Wheaties, make sure that you running day and night, because when you come to New York, you know how strict they are. Make sure when you get wobbled that you're able to recover. That has to do with conditioning. So that's why I was saying, make sure, because they're going to stop at any sign of danger. I was saying that for both sides.
And he brought his ass over here. Now, I want to know who cleared him for the fight. Was it New York State Athletic Commission? Because if they cleared him, there's nothing wrong. If he was cleared,
I want to know what that after-fight report, the after-fight checkup is looking like.
Yo, my man has sent me some links with the ring walk, and he was like, yo, tell me what you see. And I'm like, yo. Yeah, he didn't look lethargic to the point where he looked like he was high or buzzed. I think the moment got to him. I think he had some hard sparring, but I think the moment got to him, which brings me to another point. Eddie Hearn, the liar that he is, he said that the rumors about him getting sparked in sparring is false. So my question to all the people that want to jump on this, he had a bad camp or got knocked down or knocked out in camp, do you want to stand on that to defend your man, or do you want to defend the man you've been defending in Eddie Hearn? Which one is it? Which side you want to take now? Because now I'm curious. I want to know. I mean, come on now. They have nowhere to go now, man. They have nowhere to go. They done fucked up. They done fucked.
Like Diddy said, what I'm supposed to do now?
What I'm supposed to do? You never seen anybody on the phone? Don't stay out. There's nothing for you over here. The fuck? Yo, niggas is stupid, dude. The fuck you looking at? Niggas is lucky I'm at work, boy.
I hear you.
I swear to God, this shot, forgive me, I'm hostile sometimes.
No, it's cool, bro. We about to get ready to wrap it up anyway, because 78 coming on. So
yeah, I'm about to drive these ungrateful New Yorkers and shit, man.
I hear that.
Faggots.
I hear that. You was taking a break?
Yeah, man. Niggas, yo, these kids started fighting on my bus today, man. I just pulled that fucker over, opened up all the doors. Somebody pulled out a box cutter. It's the Bronx, man. You know what it is.
Yeah.
Just open up the doors and let them go at it, man. Yo, I tell you what though. About 4 years ago, I was driving the 102 bus,
Yeah.
and I was waiting for the relief. Niggas was like, yo. I was like, yo, I asked my boss, I said, where the bus at? I was like, what run are you? I said, I'm 116. He said, yo, your bus got shot at. Yo, that shit was crazy on Lenox Avenue,
Mm-hmm.
and the kid that they were actually shooting at got blicked off in the street. He died in the hospital.
Damn.
And the dude that I was waiting on to make the relief, he was a little Puerto Rican dude.
Mm-hmm.
The bullet went straight through the driver's side and knocked his hat off his head. If that was me, I'd have caught it in the chest.
Damn.
That shit was crazy, man. That shit was crazy. I ain't fucking with Harlem.
Let me shout out Stormy B. I hear you though. It be like that. You know that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna front, but it's like that in the Bronx too though. They be wilding
Nah,
out
I
there
heard
too.
it's
But we
wild.
gonna do
You
an
gotta be
episode one day. We gonna do an episode one day about that. We gonna do an
Yeah,
Yeah,
episode.
please. Yeah.
We're gonna do an episode one day on New York. I'm a you and Blue and who else from New York, man? I'm missing anybody? Nah.
Focus,
Nah,
ball.
I think Focus.
Oh yeah, Focus.
Shit
Oh
about
yeah,
him.
of course.
Shit about him, yeah.
My fault. And Focus. Okay,
And
yeah,
that
we're
L
gonna do
foul
that.
player.
And L Foul player facts. And both of them
definitely
live
gotta
in
do that.
Jersey now. That's what happened to every New Yorker. Niggas always move to Jersey. Niggas always
All-
moves to Edgewater if they get some money.
Harlem and BX, we ain't got shit on Brooklyn, man. Brooklyn is just another planet.
Yeah. Them they
You're
ain't
wild
got.
out there.
Like I said, we gonna do an episode on that. Let me get
Yeah,
your
let me
last
know.
words,
Hell
Drew. Let me get your last.
Yeah, I'm still on cloud nine. I'm loving what happened over the weekend. Shout out to Ruiz. I'm not gonna shit on Ruiz, and I don't want to talk about him and Wilder until that's etched in stone and on its way to happening. I want Ruiz to enjoy this win. I want his Mexican fans to enjoy this win. He deserves it. I don't like how they were talking about the brother. He deserves it. And hopefully he remains champion, and maybe down the line him and Wilder can meet. But I don't want to talk about that now. I want the kid to enjoy what he did. Enjoy it. And shout out to the entire LDBC. Love all of y'all. That's real. That's real talk.
My
That's
man.
real talk. Follow me at Drew Titan on Instagram. Later, fellas.
All right, bro. Thanks for coming on.
No doubt. Thank you for having me.
Fella, give me your last, bro.
Salute for having me on the panel, you know what I mean? I really appreciate it, you know what I mean? Salute to 503 Lion, you know what I mean? Respect to you for holding them down. He usually holds down this time slot.
Yeah. He couldn't make it.
I think he's gonna be back on the popping tomorrow, 6 o'clock Central. So once again, yeah, salute to 503, salute to Stay Ready Boxing TV, indeed, Flula Sports, indeed, and of course my man Drew Titan that just fell out. Salute to the whole LDBC, Eric Reacher, Quattro Cinco. Make sure y'all subscribe. And I can't forget KQKC, who was holding us down earlier on in the program. With that being said, it's your favorite yet your most hated all fella. And I'll be back for another live stream. Salute to the chat, LDBC, and I'm Gizon.
Okay, Fula, you there, bro? Fula, you there? Going once, going twice. All right, Matt, close us out.
Man, shout out to the almighty LDBC. Man, salute to you for sending me that link. I appreciate it, bro. Man, I hate that I couldn't get on earlier like I wanted to, but still got on nonetheless. Still because I got to support my brother. But they always support me. And y'all make sure y'all go tune in to 78.
They finna come on in 5 minutes. Appreciate it, that. And y'all know it's your boy Matt. Stay ready. Boxing TV. You ain't got to get ready if you stay ready. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh man. Oh man, this was another great episode of the Jab Jamboree. Um, we gonna hit you with another one. I might not go as long, but we gonna come back with another episode of the Jab Jamboree. I don't know, odd fella, if you know about battle rap like that. I'm gonna try to talk about the battle rap again in the upcoming match with A Verb and Loaded Lux. So we're gonna be speaking about that on the Midnight Express. The Jab
Loaded Lux
Jamboree.
is back. Oh, okay. Loaded Lux was
Yeah,
my
it's this
favorite
weekend.
battle rapper.
The pay-per-view is this weekend. Yeah.
Indeed.
So
Okay.
yeah, man. Yeah, so we're gonna be talking about a little bit about that. So y'all join us midnight. Yeah, man. It's your boy, Ag Reacher. I just want to shout out the Mighty LDBC and the full Berserker clan. And it's your boy Ag Reacher. I never see you wrong, and I'm out.